Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in WWE and a staple of the women's division. However, the Eradicator has been absent from Monday Night Raw for 2 consecutive weeks now. She was last seen on the October 13th edition of the Red brand. Her conspicuous absence has left fans wondering what exactly happened to Mommy. The main reason for Rhea Ripley's absence from both episodes is a legitimate nose injury she sustained during WWE's tour in Japan. This happened during a fatal 4-way match against Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez, and Stephanie Vaquer at the Super Show in Tokyo's Sumo Hall. In the wake of this incident, WWE medical staff escorted Ripley from the ring, providing assistance. Reports later confirmed that the Eradicator suffered a broken nose or perhaps a severe nasal fracture that required immediate medical attention. Well, this was not part of a storyline, but a real accident that occurred during a non-televised house show. Due to this, Rhea Ripley had to cancel a meet and greet event in Irvine, California, which was slated for October 26th. The former Women's World Champion also posted a gruesome image of her nose injury on her social media handle. Hence, this is the reason why she has been absent from the recent editions of Raw. Ripley currently appears to be under medical attention, recovering from the unfortunate injury. When can Rhea Ripley return to WWE? Rhea Ripley was in the midst of an intriguing storyline on Monday Night Raw ahead of her injury. However, the unfortunate event that occurred during her WWE tour to Japan led to her being sidelined from action. Since then, the most obvious question in fans' minds is when Mommy could return to WWE. Currently, Ripley is focusing on healing and has been sharing positive social media updates, including workout progress and physique photos, while WWE has not issued an official update on her return timeline. Recent reports indicate a short recovery period for this type of nasal fracture fans can expect the Eradicator to return to Raw just in time for Survivor Series. She is expected to be part of the Women's War Games match this year at the annual spectacle. Therefore, Rhea Ripley is likely to return by the second week of November to participate in the build-up of the War Games match. Broken noses typically heal in 2 to 6 weeks with rest, and Ripley's access to top-tier medical care supports the shorter end of that spectrum. Although nothing can be said with conviction for now, it remains to be seen when Mommy returns to Raw in the world of WWE. Few stars have risen as fast or burned as bright as Rhea Ripley. The former Women's World Champion has been the face of dominance, chaos, and charisma since joining the Judgment Day. But over the past several weeks, fans have been left with one pressing question: what happened to Rhea Ripley? Her sudden disappearance from WWE programming shocked the WWE universe. Social media exploded with speculation. Rumors swirled backstage, and even her Judgment Day teammates, Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor, seemed lost without her leadership. Now, new reports and insider accounts are shedding light on the real reason behind her WWE absence. And the truth is both emotional and revealing. A sudden exit that shocked the WWE universe. Rhea Ripley's absence became noticeable shortly after a chaotic post-match brawl involving Liv Morgan. In what was meant to be a dramatic continuation of their ongoing rivalry, Liv's attack on Ripley went too far. During the confrontation, Rhea suffered a legitimate shoulder injury, reportedly after being pushed awkwardly into the barricade. At first, WWE tried to play it off as part of the storyline. But when Ripley didn't return to television the following week, alarm bells went off. Fans who were used to seeing the Mommy of the Judgment Day dominate every Monday night started flooding social media with messages like, "Where's Rhea?" And Raw doesn't feel the same without her. Behind the scenes, WWE officials made the difficult call to pull Ripley from in-ring action indefinitely. Medical staff confirmed that her injury would require an extended recovery. Period, something Rhea herself reportedly took very hard. The emotional toll behind the scenes. Sources close to the Australian powerhouse say that Ripley has been frustrated but focused during her recovery. Known for her intensity and work ethic, Rhea isn't someone who likes sitting on the sidelines. She's been pushing herself to heal faster than expected, one insider revealed. But WWE wants to make sure she doesn't rush back too soon and risk aggravating the injury. Rhea's health is their top priority. For someone who thrives in competition, this period away from the ring has been mentally challenging. Rhea reportedly spends her days in physical therapy, working tirelessly to regain full strength and mobility. However, what has hit her hardest isn't just the pain, it's the feeling of being away from the WWE universe. Ripley has built a deep bond with fans across the globe, and that connection is something she cherishes. She loves the fans, another insider noted. Rhea lives for the energy of the crowd, and not being out there every week has been emotionally tough. Liv Morgan's role in the storyline, ironically. The superstar who inadvertently caused Ripley's real-life injury, Liv Morgan, has benefited the most from her absence. WWE has leaned heavily into the storyline that Liv took out Mommy to justify Rhea's disappearance. Since then, Liv's character has become darker and more confident, claiming she ended the Eradicator. WWE creative writers reportedly see this as a way to build anticipation for Rhea Ripley's inevitable return, setting the stage for one of the most personal and explosive feuds in years. Rhea's comeback will be huge. One creative team member hinted, when she comes back, she won't just go after Liv, she'll come for everyone who doubted her, including some of her own Judgment Day allies. What this means for the Judgment Day's absence has also left a noticeable void within the Judgment Day. Fans have seen Dominic Mysterio struggle without his mommy, both in the ring and in character. His confidence appears shaken, and his recent string of losses hasn't helped. Meanwhile, Damian Priest, who now holds the World Heavyweight Championship, has had to assume more of a leadership role, which hasn't been easy. Reports suggest growing tension within the faction as Priest's focus shifts toward his title reign. While Finn Balor and Dominic seem lost without Rhea's guiding presence, Rhea was the glue that held them together. A WWE insider explained, she kept everyone in line and made sure Judgment Day stayed dominant. Without her, the cracks are starting to show. Rhea's personal life and support system outside of WWE. Rhea has been surrounded by love and support from her fiancé, Buddy Matthews, who currently competes in AEW despite being in different promotions. The two have shown strong support for each other's careers. Fans have noticed occasional social media posts showing Rhea spending time with family and focusing on recovery. One recent Instagram update showed her smiling at a gym, captioned simply, "The grind never stops." That post alone reassured fans that Rhea's determination remains unbroken. Even in pain, Ripley continues to embody the fierce spirit that made her a global icon. When will Rhea Ripley return to WWE? As of now, WWE has not confirmed an official return date for Rhea Ripley, but multiple reports indicate that the company is targeting a comeback around Survivor Series or early 2026, depending on how quickly her shoulder heals. Wheeze medical team reportedly wants her to be 100% ring ready before returning, especially since the company has big plans for her. Creative discussions are already underway for a major Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan match, possibly at WrestleMania 4. To the potential storyline writes itself, the fallen queen returning to reclaim her throne, seeking vengeance against the woman who took her out. It's a classic redemption arc that could define the next chapter of Rhea's career. Wheeze plans for her return when Rhea Ripley returns. Fans can expect a revamped version of Mommy. Reports suggest WWE plans to give her a darker, more intense presentation, possibly teasing a breakaway from the Judgment Day altogether. The idea is that Rhea will come back stronger and more dangerous than ever. One insider shared, "She have learned from this time away, and when she returns, she's going to shake up the entire women's division." There's even speculation that Ripley could turn babyface upon her return, fueled by the overwhelming fan support she's received during her absence. If that happens, it could set up dream matches against top stars like Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, or even Charlotte Flair once again. Rhea Ripley's absence from WWE has been deeply felt by fans, superstars, and the company alike. She isn't just another wrestler, she's a generational talent, a fierce competitor, and an inspiration to countless fans around the world. While her injury may have forced her to step away temporarily, one thing is certain: Rhea Ripley will be back. And when she returns, expect fireworks. Expect vengeance. Expect the Eradicator to remind the world why she's one of the most dominant forces in WWE history. Until then, fans continue to chant her name, wear her shirts, and flood social media with messages of support, all eagerly waiting for the day the lights go out, the music hits, and Rhea Ripley walks back down that ramp with a vengeance burning in her eyes. The wait may be painful, but for the WWE Universe, one thing is clear: Mommy will rise again.